The Bowling Showcase Trophy is on the line as 8 teams compete in a 7-week bowling battle that will leave only one team standing and victorious. The next 2 teams in round 1, ready to go, head to head. When it's all over, only the winning team will move on to continue the quest. 2 teams, 1 elimination match, round 1, week 2. Thunderbowl Lanes versus Cherry Hill Lanes North. The battle begins right now from the bowling capital of the world on Bowling Showcase Challenge Edition. Welcome everyone to Bowl 1 Lanes in Troy for the opening round of the Bowling Showcase Challenge Edition. I'm your host, Mark Martin, and with me is my co-host, Stephanie Penxa. Welcome, Stephanie.
Thanks, Mark. I'm excited to be here for our first round of challenge matches.
Over the next 5 weeks, we're going to be watching teams from various bowling centers going head-to-head in single-game elimination rounds until the final 2 teams emerge and a champion is crowned.
And our venue for all this bowling action is right here, Bowl 1 Lanes in Troy. We'd like to give them a big thank you for hosting this event. I see the bowlers are warming up behind us. So Mark, why don't you tell us a little about the challenge and what we can expect over the next 5 weeks?
Now what we can expect over the next few weeks, a whole lot of excitement, fun, and competitive bowling. Continuing today, we have teams competing head-to-head in a Baker format in the next few weeks in round 1. Each of the 5 bowlers will bowl 1 frame each, and at the conclusion of the 5th frame, the teams will swap lanes and continue and finish the match. At the end of our match, our winning team will move on to the next round of competition and await the winners from the next episodes. Now we started with 8 teams, with 1 being eliminated each week. After 4 weeks, the 4 winning teams will square off, with those advancers advancing to the championship match, where we'll crown our Bowling Showcase Challenge champion.
A total of 7 highly competitive matches, each brought to you in their entirety, and it continues today. So Mark, let's get the ball rolling and tell us about the 2 competing teams on today's show.
Now our second Bowling Showcase match features Thunderbowl Lanes and Cherry Hill Lanes North. 2 really competitive teams hungry for that top prize. Now the winner of this match will move on to the next round. Should be a very exciting match. You ready, Stephanie?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay. So we're going to move a little closer to the action, and we'll be right back after these messages right here on Bowling Showcase. Welcome back to the match. We're just starting out. We got Thunderbowl and Cherry Hill North. A little congratulatory between the teams. That's great. Good sportsmanship, right?
Yeah, It's going to be a good match between these two.
The leadoff bowler for Thunderbowl Lanes is Gerald Johnson, goes by the nickname of Stroker, and you're going to see why right now when he delivers the ball. Big strike by Gerald.
Great start off to the game.
That's right. These two teams are probably our highest average teams of our 8 in this challenge series.
It's going to be a good competition match.
They will. Cherry Hill North, Greg Gumto is the proprietor.
Came up a little light.
He's the proprietor of Cherry Hill North. Leaves the 2-4-5. Maybe a little nerves.
Could be.
Could be. Greg's highest average is 224. Started bowling at the age of 6. Grew up in a bowling family. Okay, now each team in this competition was required to have at least one female on their team, and Thunderbowl Lanes got Carlita Poydras. She lives in Southfield, and she was the Michigan Queens champion in 2012. And so she's very deliberate in the way she approaches the game.
Those Queens tournaments are pretty competitive too, so
Yeah.
she must be pretty good.
Typically those last a couple days, qualifying and match play. Oh, look at that big strike, big strike. So next up for the Cherry Hill North team is Tracy Durndetto. Lives in Dearborn Heights. She's a teacher. She bowls at Mercury Lanes in Dearborn. Mercury is a sister house to Cherry Hill North. She came up a little light also. Left the 2-5. Got to kind of watch this one. This one would be easy to chop. So gets lined up right. Perfect execution. Kenny Rogers, guess what his nickname is?
What is it?
The Gambler. How could you guess? He works in manufacturing. He's got 81 300 games and 56 800 series. Oh, ripped all them pins out of there. Ripped all the pins out of there. Gary Gumto is our third bowler for Cherry Hill North. Lives in Waterford. He's retired. He's Greg's brother. And so I think he kind of hangs around the bowling alley once in a while.
You can tell he hangs around.
That's right, he does. You can tell. Lonnie Jones is a pro shop operator. He's the fourth bowler for Thunderbowl. They're working on 3 in a row, working on a turkey, going for that infamous ham bone. Oh, came up a little high, left the 4-pin. This should not be a problem for this. This guy averages 242 as his highest lifetime average. He started bowling at the age of 3. Not a problem. Fourth bowler is Jim Kula, who's also part of the family that owns Cherry Hill North, and he's the general manager there. Another 4-pin.
Did you see, was that high?
Yeah, it went high. Maybe he made an adjustment off of you know, the first two bowlers on their team, Greg and Tracy, because they both went a little light. Maybe he made an adjustment based on what he saw them do. But he covered it. He covered it. Thunderbowl Lanes got a 21-pin lead here going into the fifth frame. And their anchor bowler, Carlton Chambers, he works for Ford Motor Company. And what does he do? He paints the F-150 trucks. What an amazing.
I think that's pretty cool.
Also a PVA member. Got the stripe there. They close out the first half really well. And Cherry Hill North here. Joe Juzik, he's a professional golfer, but what he tells us is his brothers are really good bowlers. That didn't look bad, though. That didn't look bad.
I'd say he's a pretty good bowler himself.
That's right. So at the end of the fifth frame, you know, we're going to be right back. We're going to have the team switch lanes, and we'll be right back on Bowling Showcase.
I believe today our chances are real great. The best word that describes our team is awesome.
300 isn't just a number, it is our destination. Shouting at a ball will make it strike more. Nothing is as satisfying as hurling dangerously heavy spheres at stationary objects and watching X's fill the frames. You know it, we know it. So here's to the ballers, the lane dwellers, the alley cats. We are DVA. Tonight we bowl. For all the latest DVA product information, visit your local pro shop or check out damngoodbowling.com.
Metro Detroit USBC, your source for everything bowling in the bowling capital of the world. We support USBC certified league and tournament competition. We provide 11 tournaments for all members of our association, including men, women, youth, seniors, scratch, and handicap competition. The top reasons for belonging to the Metro Detroit USBC are having your average recognized, bonding of league funds, rules of the game, assistance in resolving league issues, equipment standards of the game, charities, and awards. Visit us at mdusbc.com.
Well, sure, we got lots of characters on our team. We got my whole family. I got my brother, my cousin, my niece, and my nephew. Well, we have very experienced bowlers on our team, and we have our anchor bowler is a high school competitor, or was a high school competitor. He's on a team that shot a Baker 300. So we're real hopeful if we can get him there, we'll finish it on the day. Yeah, I think we have a pretty good chance here today. It's a very short, quick format, and anything can happen.
Okay, we're going to pick the action right back up in the sixth frame now. We've got Greg Gumtoe coming up. Cherry Hill North team is down by 21 pins at the turn, but you know, here's the chance for them. They can pick it up.
Can double.
Yeah, Greg the first time was a little light on his shot, as you recall, left the 2-4-5, but they're working on a strike. Oh, went right by the head pin, 6. At least they didn't lose any pin count on that because they were on a strike.
On a strike, yeah. This one's sometimes a little tricky too.
It is.
That sleeper right there.
Yeah, you got the sleeper. He moves over to the right a little bit on his feet and crosses over, and he'll be fine. Yeah.
That's good.
Good cover. Good cover. And Stroker's up again, Gerald Johnson. He's won 16 senior singles open titles and was just recently inducted into their Hall of Fame in their inaugural class. And you can see why.
You can see exactly why. It's a great shot.
Tracy, oh, a little light again, left the 2-8. Sometimes this one can be a little tough, don't you think?
Yeah, I would say that she should go off her strike ball, a couple boards to the right, try to knock out that 8-pin in the back.
Yeah, good cover, good cover. Looks like she used a little different strategy on making it. She went down the left side of the lane, but it was successful.
It was successful. You have to hit the head pin head on. Make sure you knock out the back one.
Here comes our 2012 Michigan Queens champion again, Carlita Poitras. She's got 7 300 games and 3 800 series. Pretty impressive. She works in orthopedic surgery, has a bachelor's degree and 2 master's degrees. She's probably got too much education to be a bowler, don't you think?
Hey, she's good at everything.
That's right. Look at that.
All right.
Gary, looking back, in the late 70s, he was on a team with his 2 brothers, David and Greg, his father, and his brother-in-law. Oh, man. Good.
Nice strike.
Needed that foundation. Normally, we'd say the 9th frame is a foundation frame, but the way Thunderbowl is stringing the strikes together, that was a critical shot to get back
They've
into
been
the
on
game.
a roll, yeah.
They've been on a roll. So we got Kenny Rogers again. Boy, they are on a roll. Now, Kenny Rogers is pursuing his doctorate in business administration and finance. Another smart guy. So we're trying to dispel the rumor that bowlers are just beer drinking, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
There were some really smart people, and everybody bowls no matter what you do in life.
Everyone needs that hobby to have.
Jim Kula got that foundation strike in the 9th. Lonnie Jones been bowling over 30 years. Also played a little college basketball and was on a collegiate title team in bowling at Saginaw Valley back in '97. That's really going to pretty much wrap up the match. But you know what? Just like last week with the Novi Bowl team. Remember how they finished out strong even though they came up short? Cherry Hill North team here. Joe Juzik. Yeah. Sent the messenger over to get the 10 pin. He's a professional golfer. That's pretty impressive, right?
I always feel like bowling and golf go hand in hand together. Both hand-eye coordination needed.
Right. Okay, let's close out strong. Cherry Hill North at 226 with 1 more strike. Looks like everybody's having a good time down there today,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
There's good team chemistry between both of the different teams, uplifting each other.
A little high. 222 for Cherry Hill North. That was a very impressive showing. But this Thunderbowl Lanes team is just, they've got all strikes and just that 4-pin that Lonnie Jones left back in the 4th frame that covered through 9 frames. I mean, it's, in this USBC certified competition, which this is, if a team were to shoot a Baker 300, they would get a plaque for it. So
Is that
pretty
sanctioned
good.
also?
Yes, it is. This is a sanctioned event. So Carlton Chambers up. Oh, left the 10 pin. Okay, cover here. Even though they've got the match well in hand, the cover here, they have a maximum score of 258. The cover and a strike. Carlton lined up for that 10 pin. Threw it hard, straight, right at it. So he just switched his thumb out. He's got an interchangeable grip there, so he must really like the feel on that. So he switched it to his off his 10-pin ball.
Good shot.
Yeah, good shot. 258, Thunderbowl Lanes team, 258 to 222 over Cherry Hill North. Teams are congratulating each other. Stick right with us. We're going to go down to congratulate the winning team right when we come back after these messages on Bowling Showcase. Owning and operating a bowling center is a unique business, and no one knows it like Sandy Hansel and Associates. We've been buying, selling, and valuing bowling centers for over 30 years. We've sold over 500 centers and valued more than 1,200 centers throughout the United States and Canada. We often assist the purchaser in securing financing, obtaining your liquor license transfer, and avoiding potential pitfalls unique to this business. Trust your next bowling center transaction to Sandy Hansel and Associates, bowling's only full-service broker, appraiser, and financial advisors. Visit us at sandyhansel.com. The Bowling Centers Association of Michigan is a nonprofit trade organization that protects, promotes, and advances the interest of its members and member centers. It is the only association in Michigan affiliated with the Bowling Proprietors Association of America. Benefits include group purchasing programs, tournaments, annual convention and trade show, education seminars, and legislative representation. Interested in becoming a member? Contact Ken Prokopek at 630-235-7794 or visit mibowl.com for more information.
Our team's biggest strength is that we strike. My team, we've known each other for a little bit over 20 years. We're all characters. We like to laugh and joke and have fun. For my team to win will be another accolade.
All right, we're here with the winning team in the second week of the Bowling Showcase Challenge Edition. Captain Kenny Rogers here, the gambler, as we talked about on the telecast. Congratulations to your team. You guys bowled great.
Thank you.
So I know you got a lot of high-powered bowlers, but you had a couple of slackers. You had Lonnie here leaving a 4-pin and Carlton leaving a 10-pin. What's up with that?
Guess the camera got these guys nervous.
Yeah, must have. Well, you guys bowled great. You're looking forward to the second round. Second round, you're going to bowl the Lady Liberty team that won in week 1.
Okay.
They're a kind of a fun-loving team. You guys are just too darn serious, though.
Oh, that's just on the camera. Behind the scenes, we're a bunch of class clowns.
Okay. All right, well, congratulations once again. Good luck next time, and we'll see you on Bowling Showcase Challenge Edition.
Thank you.
So, Thunderbowl Lanes with team members Gerald Johnson, Carlita Poydras, Lonnie Jones, Carlton Chambers, and Captain Kenny Rogers overpower Cherry Hill Lanes North and move into the second round of competition to face off against last week's winners, Lady Liberty. Now next week, we continue with first round action as we bring you Marybowl Lanes going head-to-head against Ansara Shank. Each team vying for that third open spot in the second round as the quest for the Bowling Showcase Challenge Trophy continues. Stay tuned, and we'll see you next week from the bowling capital of the world on Bowling Showcase Challenge Edition.